I am here with a real mermaid. She has no fin right now, but I promise you she is a mermaid. This is Linden Wolberg from Mermaids in Motion. Hello.
Hello.
First of all, I love everything about the mermaid life. How does one get into the mermaid life?
I think it's a dream that you just have to manifest into your own reality.
Oh, girl.
I know. There's so many puns.
It's so bad. No, but let's talk about it, because you're a real I mean, you were the mermaid before the mermaids were a thing. You started a long time ago doing this.
I did.
So why? How? What's the point of all of it?
Well, I grew up in Amish country, Pennsylvania. So I was far from the ocean. It wasn't an accessible place for me, and I wanted to be inspired by the oceans, and the only way and the window I had was to watch Jacques Cousteau, PBS, and books, my imagination, painting, dreams, writing projects. And so when I would actually get to go to the Jersey Shore on the rare occasion in the summer, it was hard to tear me away from the ocean.
Right.
And so I wanted to make wildlife documentaries to inspire children the way I had as a kid. And so I chose to go to film school to study film and environmental science. I went to Emerson in Boston. And I started creating underwater wildlife documentaries when I moved out to Los Angeles and became scuba certified.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then decided that the mermaid, the fantasy of mermaid, the intrigue, the magic of it was a great hook for kids, right?
It's perfect.
Right.
I mean, and it wasn't something that I ever could have dreamed I would be doing. I was always a swimmer and was always in the water, my whole family, lifeguards, swimmers, swim instructors, everything. And then I learned about the sport of free diving, which is breath hold diving for depth and distance in the ocean and in a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. People compete in this sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they use these things called monofins, and it's actually
it's like that.
It's a fin, and you put this on, and it's so speedy, it's so fast. And so I was watching these free divers diving with these monofins, and I thought, this is amazing. I have to experience this sensation. As soon as I tried one on, it was in the Cayman Islands. It was a world champion.
Right.
Mandy Ray Crookshank gave me her fin. I tried it on. That was it. And I thought, wait a minute. I just became a mermaid. What if I edutained children as a mermaid instead of just being another talking head like all the other documentaries?
And the goal would be then to give them the same love of the ocean that you grew up with in a way that's interesting for them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Did I just sell it for you? I just want to make sure.
Hi, Finn.
Oh,
Hi, Finn. So good. So good,
wow,
Lisa. So good.
It's so good. Okay, so of course you have the edutainment portion of it, which is so important and great for kids. And by the way, your YouTube channel has millions upon millions of views. So, I mean, obviously you know what you're doing there. But I also want to talk about the magic of being a mermaid, because I know as little girls, I know my little niece loved being a mermaid. She saw it. I think she watched the Little Mermaid and became obsessed.
Yeah.
So talk to me about what you get out of putting on the tail and all the makeup and then interacting with people, because you do big events, you do educations in schools. Tell me what that's like for you.
The best part of it is I tell people when little girls and boys will ask, like, do you have any magical powers as a mermaid other than obviously being able to have a tail and sometimes have legs with a magic spell? And I tell them, you know what my magic power is? It's making people smile. Yeah. And when I'm in a pool or in the ocean or at a beach or in a school, doesn't matter where I am, if I am in my mermaid form, every person I make eye contact with has a huge smile on their face. And it's just, there's nothing better.
No,
there's
awesome.
Nothing more rewarding.
All right, so this is all lovely, but I gotta be honest. So, how do you get your six-pack abs to make the fin work? Like, how do you do that? Don't you get a little nervous being in that thing?
Well, you know, it's the silicone tail that I created originally. I'm now on tail 2.0. It's from the same fiberglass mold we created years and years ago. It's a Hollywood special effects tail. It's 50 pounds.
Holy smokes.
I am hauling that through the water, which is its own form of workout, but you don't have to have a 50-pound tail to get an amazing workout as a mermaid. And in fact, monofins are an incredible source of that kind of core workout.
Good to know.
And you can do that, you know, just with a monofin. So that's part of why I'm so excited, because we have our adult fins now. They're unisex. They fit small women's foot to big men's feet.
Perfect.
So everyone,
perfect.
It's perfect. Everyone can wear them. Everyone can have a six-pack. You too can have mermaid abs.
Like, I need mermaid abs. And then the last thing I want to, just real quick before we go, I want to ask you, how long can you hold your breath? Because, I mean, to be a mermaid, you have to be able to do that, I would imagine.
You do. I train with world champions, so it's a whole safety protocol. Always have a team around me of safety people. Just over 5 minutes, and I can dive to 115 feet down and back up on a
I'm sorry, wait. Well, you can hold your breath for how long?
5 minutes and 7 seconds is my personal best. Just floating, holding my breath.
My goodness. All right. So how can, and I'm sure you do lots of other like parties and stuff. There are ways that people can find you. Yes.
MermaidLinden.com. Mermaid Linden on Instagram, Mermaid Linden on YouTube. It's pretty consistent.
It's pretty great. All right. Well, Mermaid Linden, it is lovely to see you in your human form. We are going to look forward to seeing you in your mermaid form soon.
I am honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks for coming.